Hey, good evening, guys. Hope you all are doing well. Another lovely night. We're back in Final Fantasy XI tonight. As I sit here, tired as all heck, and desperately wanting information about what the $500 pack is going to have for Ashes of Creation. It's going to be like a huge focus for me, like, for the coming months. I'll admit that. But that doesn't mean I give up on Final Fantasy XI. There's still stuff to do in this game. One thing I should check, because you're logged in. Bastock is in first place. It is what it is. That was the first thing. What was the other thing I was going to check? Conquest points. I don't know what I want to do tonight. If I want to go farm eyes to get the O hat, or whatnot. I don't even know. I'm not really sure right now. There's a lot of different things that could be done. No, there it is. They got time of death, that. Daku Strange, let's go. Ah, Jesus. I say hello, and it's only been a couple days, and I'm giving shit. Daku Stream says, wow, misleading. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why does it say wow? Son of a bitch. One sec. Definitely misleading. I did not realize that it said, wow. Let's refresh stream. It's okay. It's set to the right thing. I did not mean to put it under that. Hey, Crooksy, how's it going, man? Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't help the fact that it was what I streamed yesterday. I'm still trying to get to 60 on that. But at the same time, it's probably going to get shelved the moment I get into Alpha 1. Just doing some dishes and cleaning. Nice. Yeah, I'm getting ready to down $500 for Ashes of Creation for Alpha 1 through all the rest. Gonna find out all the juicy information tomorrow. And when I find that out, I will be a happy man. Regardless. But for now, Final Fantasy is still king. Still matters. I'm thinking maybe I'll go kill some eyes for the O-Hat stuff. So I can get a cluster made, I guess. This isn't wow. It's funny how people don't know who the leader of TSM is. Every Taru is the leader of TSM. That's just the way it is. I swear, there should be a book over here, but I guess there's not. It's not like anything can kill me anyways. Hello? 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 The hell? Check. Can you guys hear me at all? Daku haircut, very, very low. This is the normal haircut I always get. Like, it looks like it's bald here, but it is not. I just have gray hair, and it just kind of makes it look bald in that spot. Which I don't care. Hey, Kubi Snacks. Why? Is my sound screwed up again? How's that? Is that better? Sorry, I think I turned it down. So the reason I turned it down, I had the AC on yesterday. And I was trying to soften the sound of the AC in the background. So that's going to be a constant battle for me. But I had it at that setting yesterday while I was talking with a fellow guild member for Ashes of Creation in my AOC guild, Axion. So it was a really interesting conversation yesterday. I know it wasn't Final Fantasy, but I feel like Ashes of Creation could be the new Final Fantasy 11. I could be wrong. Hey, Corvix. E-Fries, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the 8-Bit Army. I appreciate it. How are all you TSM folks doing tonight? And I heard you guys had a little bit of problems the last couple days, Scorpion. Excellent. Excellent. So, I'm about to be batshit crazy, not tomorrow, but the day after. I'm going to be spending over $500 on Ashes of Creation to get access to Alpha 1, 2, Beta 1, Beta 2, and a boatload of stuff. But I'm wholeheartedly looking forward to it because the best time to really build a community on a brand new game is during the alpha stage when everyone wants to watch it. I have a merch page, man, right below the stream. All proceeds go to my kids for college. I don't keep any of the money for myself. Hello, Sandy Load. So I heard they are delaying Dynas a little bit longer. Hey, Sandoria, can you please load? I don't have any add-ons on or any of that jazz. Is the game world DCing, guys? Can anyone tell me? Sandy's down. Awesome! I just teleported to Sandy. Just my frickin' luck. No, we don't go best stock. You mean last stock. They may be in first this time because we took a break. Half of us Sandy folks had other better things to do, you know? Come on. You all know better. Boo! Frickin' Sandy going down. Why, oh why? This week was an easy dub. Was it really that easy for you guys? So, just as since I got a couple of people in here right now, so not this Friday, but the following Friday till the Friday after that, I will be playing 100% Ashes of Creation Alpha 1. They're doing a 1 week no NDA for alpha testers, which I'll be in. And I'll be streaming it. Hopefully some of you guys might actually be interested in watching this, because they've already said to level up to the max level, which they're not giving us access to that right off the bat. I didn't say I was leaving Wings. I'm capable of playing more than one MMO at once. Well, split time. But for that full week, I'm not going to be playing it. Think of it this way, Scorpion. If you are, and you are a content creator yourself, I know you are, and you make pretty good content. If you had the chance to grab, so looking at Ashes of Creation. Why evil? What's wrong with it? I gotta wait till they say Sandy's back up. I would say it's not like 14 or WoW. It is still a little bit slower in combat style, but I kind of get where you're coming from on that. But leveling wise, it's going to be as long as Final Fantasy XI to get to max level. Someone's already done most of the theory crafting and number crunching. If you were to play 8 hours a day, every day, for 45 days, you could hit max level on Ashes of Creation. Which is about the same you could do on Final Fantasy XI if you really try. Well, okay, so the reason behind Scorpion is like, this game has been in development for like years, and this is going to be the first time the public is like, besides the community updates, is going to be allowed to watch actual streamers play the game. Even if it's an alpha state, it's going to draw a huge audience for like almost any streamer. That's lightweight? Oh, evil, dude, I can understand that. I can totally understand that, because you hurt your hands playing Final Fantasy XIV. So, like, Scorpion, I feel like I'm going to be able to really get a really big new user base that are going to watch, and it'll help build the brand. Being in the Alpha 1 test and being one of the first streamers that's being seen playing this game amongst the other streamers, of course, that are willing to back $500 freaking dollars. Yeah. It's gonna be like a free-for-all for who can get viewers. Like the game that used to sell is Diablo. I like it in that game, but not MMORPG. I can agree. So, like, have you... Okay. I'm not going to try to convince you right now, Evil. I'll say, when I go to play it next Friday, like, I'm going to forego my whole streaming schedule when that comes out. I'm just going to stream 7 days straight. And then there's going to be a week off before they open it up to a month long of Alpha 1, which will be crazy. I'll get to learn a lot of shit during that. But, not this Friday, but the following Friday. So, the NDA drops... Let me look it up. The NDA drops on the 14th of this month. They're giving us pre-pack... they're giving us information on the bundle tomorrow. The Alpha 1 bundle goes on sale on Wednesday. I've already got the money sitting off to the side waiting to buy it. And then the following Friday on the 14th is when the servers go live. And they're live from the 14th till the 21st. So for that week straight, that is what I will be playing quite a bit of. Still showing you in-game might have the same issue Crit is running into. Okay, thanks. I don't want... Okay, this is the thing. I'm a huge nerd of Ashes of Creation. I've been watching it since its Kickstarter days many years ago. But I'm not telling people to jump ship from Final Fantasy XI. I still love Final Fantasy XI. I like the community. Yes, it can be abrasive on occasion, but what I like about Ashes of Creation is stuff that they took from Final Fantasy XI and other games of the genre that have made it what it is. And that's kind of why I like it. I'm already planning on... Here, I'll actually show you guys. Hold on. Since we got time to kill. Let me pull it up. Okay. Come on, I just want to pull up the actual chart. I'm trying to look at a picture of the chart. Can I get the... Alright, well, whatever. Here, I can just use this. So, you got your primaries. You got your primary classes of Bard, Cleric, Fighter, Mage, Ranger, Rogue, Summoner, and Tank. And just like Final Fantasy XI, you can choose a second archetype, a second sub-job. The more endgame content, the more toxic things will get. That's a possibility. So, I've already decided what archetype I'm going to go. I'm going to do Mage, Sub-Rogue. Where is it? So I'm going to be a Shadowcaster. I wouldn't say looks cute. Oh yeah, there definitely is. I can pull up some gameplay if you want to see what it looks like. Here, let me show you. I'll show you the mage archetype, the one I'm interested in. Since we're waiting. So they're not showing a high level yet. This is like a low level character, and yeah, I'll admit the gear kind of looks not great. Yes, there definitely is a tiny race. Oh, okay, so you want to see actual gameplay. Gameplay. Let's see if we can find some actual bringing down the mage class. Because he did... Where was it? This was this week's...
back for another Ashes of Creation.
No, we don't want your version of it. I want to see Ashes Creation. Ashes of Creation. Here. This will show some actual gameplay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another 4K video inside Ashes of Creation's pre-alpha. We're excited to have you if you just tuned into our live stream.
Well, this is a basic layout.
This, but,
and that's a world dragon, by the way.
To record that video, we had some technical difficulties with our recording, so we're going to take a little bit more time and talk some more about the siege system for Alpha 1.
Like I said, Baki, yes, there is.
And just go through things again a little bit more tempered.
Well, they're like dwarfs.
I am joined by our wonderfully glorious...
Here, let's skip ahead a little bit.
Lead, Luperza, a.k.a. Margaret Crone. How you doing? Pretty cool.
Yeah, looks great. The different colorations to them.
Come on, we don't care about this. Alright, they're about to begin.
Godspeed. Ooh, he's angry.
So this dragon here is a poison dragon.
When he starts spitting out these poison puddles soon, we want to kind of stay out
okay.
of this, right? They're going to give us what? Like
remember, Evil, this is Alpha 1. Give it time, they will fix it.
Poison, and you actually
nothing is set in stone yet.
Other tanks to stand in them to soak them up, but you want to have a healer present to kind of help you out with that.
I see all the poison he just spit out.
So these raids in this game can be up to 40 to 80 players to take on these dragons. So it's not like a 18-man like Final Fantasy. You can have up to like 40.
I'm not going to be participating as much. I'm just kind of trying
all
to
these people in the background just going crazy on it.
The raid over there is doing work. Oh, lots of prismatic beams. A lot of prismatic beams.
It looks
so here's a question, Evil. If you were able to reassign or move the buttons around, reconfigure them the way you wanted, would that be appealing?
I feel, personally.
Oh, for sure. Some of the best experiences are these larger-than-life looking bosses that you kind of have to spend crazy amounts of time preparing for and understanding the mechanics.
To kill them, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my favorite, is where like you spend weeks trying to figure out mechanics.
Guys.
Oh no, what's he doing?
Everyone get ready.
I'm ready to jump.
Whoa.
Oh, I jumped.
Nice.
I made it.
Thank you.
Jumping mechanic.
That was a good warning.
Oh, I didn't make that one.
Failed that one.
That does more damage the longer it's out, so if you're on the edges, you can't.
Made it.
So every time he lands, he does a shockwave.
Smart raid team.
Ouch.
Oh, I made it again.
Alex
He
did
like went on top of me.
Hey, I had to fire a bow and I didn't expect another way.
I know, Evil, but
Oh, no, he's
this is
spitting
the
something
thing.
big. Oh my god. Oh! No.
Oh, wow.
It's time to dodge roll.
I would rather
Doing
no
it
other
again?
MMO be like Final Fantasy XI.
We got
Yeah,
Final Fantasy XI is its own unique beast.
Oh.
I'd rather
Yeah, this
games
is
take the ideas of Final
How many,
Fantasy
Chris?
XI and other MMOs
four of
and
them.
improve upon them.
So
Update the graphics, make them look good. and given nostalgia
poison
in its
everywhere.
own type of way.
Can you
It's the
solve
exact
the
same
problem as
thing
well?
on Final Fantasy.
Yep.
What you mean?
Oh yeah, disagree.
I bet you there'll be
Oh,
macros
we're
in
doing
this
good.
too.
We're making progress.
Almost every MMO these days, even in World of Warcraft, have macros that you can create.
So what's in phase 2? Oh, I
In
did like a
phase
little tail
two,
swipe.
He can do basically some of his.
This game's called Ashes of Creation. It's going into Alpha 1 testing
So he'll do the stomp
next
randomly,
Friday.
he'll do the big spit randomly, just like once.
Lord Drew, I'm actually waiting to get back into
I
Final
like his
Fantasy
tongue.
11. Sandy's down. So I'm keeping an eye on it for when they say it.
That's a lot of
I
poison.
don't like when he breathes on me though.
I've
That's a little
been
bit
doing
stinky.
it.
I'm not a huge fan of the UI
That's
of
a lot
this
of poison.
game. It's probably supposed to look old.
He's got a lot of debuffs on him.
This is Alpha 1. So keep in mind, nothing's final. This is probably just a bare bone
Raid's doing a
UI.
good job bringing him down. We need more DPS though.
So I don't really hold anything I see here as final product.
Oh, I made it.
Oh crap.
But this does have over 40 players standing here, and it's running
no, I
pretty
didn't make it.
smoothly,
I jumped, but I guess I didn't jump through.
which is actually quite impressive for an alpha.
Explosion.
Oh, okay. I think that's what happened.
That you can't dodge.
And this guy Steven right here is too realistic,
This guy's a
cute,
big boy.
not cute enough for me.
Oh,
You want me to try to find all the races for you,
He's hitting
Baka?
for like 400 a pop.
See if you can take a look at all the different
Yeah.
races. Here, let's do that. Still waiting to get back in, so
Ooh. It's good.
all right, let's see the races. All right.
Avek Protectorate, where they were taught that all orcs answer to the protection of the divine order. These teachings express the
What the
belief-
hell?
Delving deep into this game, I'll bring you. None of the races are gender or class locked. Each race will have its own starting area, which represents one of the ruined
If not
cities
cat
of the
girl,
four
pass.
ancient races of Vera. But players will have the option to choose where they want to start. Vera is a planet that was destroyed by a race known as the Ancients, and you and the others on your server will be some of the first to return
I think
to this
okay,
world,
probably one of the coolest
slowly
things for
settling
me
and
at
revitalizing
least.
it.
The
Races
dungeons
will
are
have
open
their own
world. You can
unique
just
armor
walk
and
into them. There's
although
not going to
armor
be
is not
a
race
load
locked, it will
screen
at
like
times
World of
take on
Warcraft.
racial appearances.
So like a bunch
For
of different
example,
groups could come in
wearing
and
an
do
eagle
different
armor
paths
set
in the
will look different
dungeons.
than
In
an elf
every
wearing
game
eagle
world
armor set.
is
Cultural
procedurally
influences will be
generated, so
present,
no
but
one
both armor
game
sets
world's
will
going to look
still
the same as
maintain the
another,
thematic design of
which
that
is
particular
kind of cool.
set. A player's choice of race will also influence racial augments, which can be applied to abilities on a
All right, let's see if we can
character's
find
primary
the
archetype, which is
specific.
kind of like your class, but I'll get into
All right.
the principles and traditions of build, order, and civilization.
The
The
Kalar?
Empire in the old world
We'll just
stands
call
the
these
largest
humans.
Of all, and they plan to do the same in this world. The
Let's see
Veilun
if we-
live on the principles and traditions
Let's
of
see if we can
trade, law,
find
and
another race.
the Kaivak have a history filled with conquest.
Those look like
In more
orcish.
recent times, some of the orc leaders have begun to echo the teaching. They believe that
Elvons, pretty much. Here's your Elvons.
time, and nature always has her way.
If you say so,
Take prisoners,
Shoop.
and they are extremely deadly with bows and spears. The ninth playable race, the Talnar, are a combination of the four major races and many minor races that were left behind on
Oh, that's
Vera
kinda cool.
after the apocalypse. This race has fled to the Underrealm, although not restricted to it, to escape the corruption that befell Vera. Talnar stands for the Forgotten. This will be the only race with the capability to adjust racial appearance in a significant manner, whether you want more reptilian features.
There you go. You got your
humanoid
tail
features, or
person, but they're more like a reptile, not a cat
those are
lady.
the 9 playable races. Now it's time for everybody's favorite subject, classes. But be on the lookout because I will do more.
Let's see. I'd like to see a better video of all the races and what they look like up close and personal. Humans, orcish elves, and lizards. Let's go to their website. It's probably going to give me better information through the website than any other place. And let's turn music back on while I'm doing this. The guy in the video, I think, said 9 playable races. Yeah, he did. But why can't... Let's see. Media. No, I don't want media. Offers 9 playable races. Okay, yeah, just like you said. The Alia, the Duzkin, all these names I can't really pronounce, but like, yeah, there's 9 playable races. Let's see if I can find photos of most of them. There's your short, people. Now, okay, so who here likes Beastmaster? Got a question for you. Who here likes Beastmaster or plays the class in Final Fantasy XI? I gotta ask that question. You're more of a pup player? Not a problem with that. So the reason I ask who here likes, you can do, one of the actual professions in the game is animal husbandry. So you can actually be kind of like a beast tamer of sorts that can breed different animals to do different things, have different stats. Hey, what's up? Oh. How's it going? Passy still has a voice. I forgot he existed.
Yep, I'm alive. One of these crabs is ours, right?
Hey, you're too focused on cutesy races.
It died. Never mind.
I think the Elvons in this look pretty damn good. Those look uglier than Taru's, but Taru's already look ugly. Why did they gotta look good? I don't think a class needs to look cutesy to get a point across. Images.
Who's got that last crab right there? Never mind, it's dead.
I should myself. Oh, of course the elf females are meh. That's understandable. Come on, let us back in, damn it. Like, I haven't really thought about what race I'm going to be. I know what class I'm going to be in the game. And I know what I'm going to do as a profession. I'm going to be a boatsmith. I'm going to be someone that creates boats for people to go across the sea. Like, let's see. I'll show you guys Astro's creation map. Let's see if I can pull up a good picture of it or video.
What is going on, guys? On New Year's Eve, Intrepid gave classic Azeroth.
This is how big the freaking game world's gonna be. But the way the landmass looks is not gonna be the same on every server. But it's gonna be about this width. They were saying something about it could take you about a half a day to travel from one side of the game world to the other type scenario. Like, any of you guys that ever played, what is it, RuneScape? From my understanding, RuneScape, if you had to travel somewhere, it could take you hours. Can anyone confirm or deny that? Because I actually don't know that. Player housing, they're going to have 2 to 3, I think 2 or 3 different kinds. You're going to have housing that you can buy within the city walls. So like you could get a house inside the city walls or rent an apartment. Or you can have something called a freehold. A freehold you can purchase and plant anywhere within the zone of influence of that node. So imagine a node makes up this square area, and that's the zone of influence. You could plop your freehold or your guild hall or whatever you want to call it anywhere within that area that you choose. Yep, you can build your housing anywhere within the zone of influence. Now, say you are a big guild and you want to go attack that node to destroy it, like lower it down from Metropolis down to like a town, so your node next door could grow bigger. If that happens, your house gets destroyed because you don't have control of that region anymore. But everything that you had inside the house will go back into your storage. So, like, people are going to be becoming really attached to a zone of influence. They're going to want to defend it as best they can. As the zone grows, more powerful monsters are going to appear in the world. So it kind of makes it like, you know how when we get into Final Fantasy, when you start at the very beginning of the game, all the mobs in the first area are around level 1 to 10. And then you leave the area, and you don't come back there anymore. You're done with it. Because the monsters are too weak. They're not worth your time. In this, as the zone grows in strength, so do the monsters. You want... Here, let's look at the player housing. I know they talked about it. Paradox Gaming usually does a pretty good review of it.
So today I want to talk about freeholds, those little half-acre plots in the Ashes of Creation world. That yet it was presented. If to look at the freeholds.
All right.
In the newly
So you can have a freehold
with
anywhere in the
all
game world, by the way.
As you can see, they're pretty big, and we have a lot of different things going on here. As we come into our freehold, you can see a horse corral.
So
You can
here's a
see
freehold
fishing
as an
pond,
example.
And as the camera pans, you're going to see your little small farm. So
You can
a
have your own
freehold is more than
farm and
just a
everything.
house.
You could
It's
put a
pretty
bar
nice
on your
homestead.
freehold.
Of course, the centerpiece.
You could be a
is going to
blacksmith.
this
You could do whatever the
house,
hell you
a
want.
place to live. You can set up your own little place, a storage point. And on the
Yep.
walls, you see some custom UCCs. There's not a lot of privacy for your bedroom, but this is one of the smaller builds. And remember, this entire thing is a homestead.
I'm so looking forward to this
is
part.
basically you carving out a spot in the world of Vera to make your own. All right, guys, it's Shalon. This is Ashes 101. This is where people come to get smart on all things. The answers that I do have. And the first one is acquiring your freehold. The important part here is that to get a freehold, your local node has to be stage 3. I'm not about to jump into a discussion on nodes. Up there in the upper right-hand corner, the entire Ashes 101.
So I'm going to pause it right now. The way the nodes work in the game, as you kill monsters, as you go farming materials, as you complete quests, that will give the zone influence, the node experience. Once it reaches a certain threshold, it'll go from being a little tent up to an encampment, to a town, to a city, to a metropolis finally being rank 5. I'll let him continue talking.
The one nodes playlist is available. Once your node is stage 3, you will be able to purchase a deed from the local node, and this is going to give you the right to claim a half-acre parcel of land. There's a 2-step process. First, you have to have a parcel of land. You go out into the world and you place it kind of anywhere you want. It's not like Arcade where there's specific housing zones. You can put it anywhere in
you
the world
mentioned,
want.
you said Vanguard.
Except there are some placement restrictions. You can't place your freehold on a road or where a road is going to be. You can't place
That
your
makes
freehold
sense.
at the entrance of a dungeon. You have to make it so that the dungeon is accessible. You can't put it on other points of interest, like if a bridge needs to go there or if some other thing is going to be there in the world, or you can't put it
All right.
on the terrain in like a weird fashion node.
He made valid points. Let's see if we can.
Barn in the background. We can see a field full of what looks like corn or wheat, maybe. We can see a house, you know, a place to live.
Why would you want to put your house in a dungeon?
And then you can see something in that far back corner, but we can't quite make it out. So it looks like on this freehold, there's
Levels
about
of freehold,
5
building
things
place.
placed based on size.
Cash shop
We
pay,
know that
pay
you
to
can
win
place
freehold
other
skins.
stuff as
They're not
well.
really pay to
we
win.
do know that you can put inns and taverns on your freehold.
Dude, you
can
can
put
have your own
processing
tavern.
stations, so you'll be able to put smelters.
Adventurers
or
can
mills
come
or
and buy
stables.
booze from your
You'll be able to
tavern,
put crafting
and you get
stations,
money
so
for it.
Things like forges and lumber yards. And we know since
You
there's
can't tell me
religious
that's not
overtones
cool.
in
You're out
Ashes of
adventuring in the
Creation,
world. You got the
you will be
barmaid
able to put
serving
shrines.
people booze back at your
So with that
freehold.
said, guys, I know
and
there's
they're
a lot
paying
of
money at
things
your
you can do with
freehold.
your freehold, and I know you're gonna ask me a bunch of questions.
That's pretty cool.
About all of those things. Feel free, ask me questions in the comments below. But I have a question for you. We talk about taverns a lot. You guys want a video on taverns? I know
Okay, he's kind of boring me right now. I thought it was going to be a little bit better. Alright, let's take a look at the actual Ashes video. It's going to be prettier, of course. A little janky on this pre-alpha footage, though. So this guy's got a blacksmith area. That's a nice 0.5 acres worth of land. I could be the dungeon boss battle. You are a dungeon boss battle in real life, Evil. We'll just go with that. Oh, of course. Like, I'm already in a guild called Axiom for Ashes of Creation already. It's over 400 community so far of players for Ashes of Creation. They have about 100 or so players already in the alpha. They're in the closed alpha, which they're being very tight-lipped about any information because they don't want to lose their alpha status, and I can understand that. I'll definitely answer any questions I can once I start playing the game, because I'm going to literally test everything. I don't care if I'm 100% interested in it. If you guys see something that you read about the game that you'd like for me to test, I will gladly do it. That's half the reason I am going to get the Alpha 1 access, is to test, like, literally everything. And this game does run in 4K. They said the end goal of it is to definitely have this game running in 4K. Oh, I like that farm setup. That's actually really nice. Like, I honestly think if I'm going to have a freehold, I'm going to have a blacksmith in it, and I'm going to have a tavern. That's the two things I'm going to have in it. I just wish this wasn't so janky right now. But this is pre-alpha, so this video came out in 2017, so it's kind of on the older side. If you're seeing how pretty it looks on this video, it looks better now. So much better. I'm just looking forward to all the different systems that they have. They're going to have naval combat. They're going to have the ability to go out to islands. Like, if you want to have, if there's a node out on an island and you want to go create a free holdout on an island, you could do that. But Evil, and anyone else that has concerns about the UI, the way it looks, I get your reasoning. I understand it. Final Fantasy XI is very, I would say, more laid back with commands. Baka, I'm done with you. No cute race for you. Even though I imagine within the cash shop, you could probably turn one of the classes into something cutesy if you really needed to. I'm going to have over $250 worth of cash shop money with my Alpha 1 access. So I'm going to have plenty of money to do all that. Let's see, Ashes of Creation. Yeah. Take a look at the frickin' Metropolis.
This is Stephen Sharif, creative director here at
This is more recent. This was 2019.
Part 2 of our Node series. If you haven't already, I'd recommend you take a look at part 1 in our 4-part video series on nodes. It's a great introduction to the system.
Oh, yeah, you will.
And design. The Metropolis, the pinnacle of civilization. A symbol of the power and ingenuity of the people, it is wilderness conquered, mastered, and remade in your own image. The Metropolis is effectively the culmination of the node system. It's the biggest thing that players can bring into being and the final level of civilization's development on this forgotten world. The Metropolis.
Look at that in the
requires a large
background.
amount of resources to
Holy
develop and
crap.
maintain, and because of how nodes relate to one another, there can be no more than 5 in existence at a time.
You hear that? No more
So
than
you might
5
naturally ask,
metropolises.
what does it do? To answer that question, we need to know what civilization offers in general. Every stage of a node's development comes
So
with
that's the
different
first
services
stage.
and benefits, and
Stage
these services
2.
really start to pick up at stage 3, the village.
Stage 3.
One of the foremost services that a node offers is housing, and through that, citizenship. And citizenship is a big deal. There are 3 primary means of acquiring housing. The first is our in-node housing. It's here that players can begin buying static housing. These buildings belong to the node, and as a node levels up, the housing levels up with it. A player will be able to purchase a small one-room house at the village stage. When the node advances up to a town, so does that house. The owner enjoys the benefits of a suddenly larger home. His property size increases, his house is located more towards the center of town, and the square footage of his home has gone up considerably. There's new property available at the town stage, but this new property is more akin
That's
to
pretty
what was
cool. You don't have to pay
available at the
extra.
previous stage, small and modest. Now when the node advances up further, this time to a metropolis, this all happens again. The player's house, already sizable, grows into a mansion. The number of mansions in a metropolis will be the same number of small homes that were available in this metropolis's village stage. Only those houses that existed at the village level will ever become these main street mansions. So effectively at each stage the node advances, you will see the existing homes advance as well. This makes getting in early for a node pretty important, and introduces a real estate aspect to owning in-node property. I know what you're thinking, and the answer is yes, you can sell these properties. These
That's
in-node
cool.
housing options are at a premium.
You can flip a
and we
house.
expect these to be hotly contested. But if you want to be a citizen, and there are no more in-node housing spots available, you do have some options. For instance, at the town stage and above, your node's politicians will have the option to open up instanced apartments. These are internal-only spaces which can be decorated to your...
And I want to say something about this in particular, guys. The community can actually vote a mayor of the metropolis. So an actual character can become the mayor of the metropolis, set the tax rate, set what buildings are going to be built within the metropolis, and everything else like that. So that's an interesting little concept that they added to this game that you wouldn't otherwise see.
desire. Different price points will offer different sized apartments, and apartment rentals will also offer citizenship. They won't have external spaces to build out.
I agree with you,
aren't
Baka.
quite as prestigious as in-node housing, but they'll still offer some housing functionality to those who really want to be a citizen.
How did that
of a
work,
specific
Baka?
node. The final type of housing available are our freeholds. These plots of property can be built anywhere within a node's zone of influence, and only after a node reaches stage 3. These are sizable plots of land that all sorts of structures can be built on. Inns and taverns, forges, smelters, lumber yards, mills, stables, are all things that you might find on a freehold. These plots of land are where a player can really get creative with their buildings. Because they're built within a node's zone of influence, they grant citizenship as well. The larger the node, the bigger the zone of influence is, which means more freeholds can be built. As you may know, nodes have 4 different types: scientific.
Look at how
economic,
big this city is,
militaristic,
this metropolis.
These types
You could
of
get
nodes
lost
have
in the
different
city.
buildings at each level of a node's progression, contributing progressively larger benefits at each stage of a node's development. At the metropolis stage, these benefits are so wide-reaching that a scientific metropolis will feel very different from an economic metropolis, and a divine metropolis very different from a militaristic one.
Oh yeah, there's different
Not only will
types
these cities
of
feel different, but the regions these
metropolises.
giant cities belong to will feel
Scientific,
different as well.
military,
Different
divine.
types of metropolises will have specific
They'll all look
ultimate
different.
bonuses. For example, a scientific metropolis will offer fast travel to nodes within
See?
its zone of influence. This is big because there is very little fast travel in the game. A world with even just one scientific metropolis will feel and act much differently.
Oh, that's pretty
than a
cool.
world with
Yeah, that's pretty much what this is.
Similarly, an economic metropolis brings world-changing functionality to the table. Normally markets are local, and players can buy from and sell to only players who are in the same node. Economic metropolises break that convention, and they have the capability
Oh, that's pretty
to
cool.
build a market that integrates with all the nodes in their zone of influence, providing for a far larger market than any other metropolis could hope for. Divine and militaristic nodes also break world convention in one way or another. In other words, everything changes once a node reaches the metropolis stage. Along with those benefits, node type also
Wow.
determines the type of government that a node has. The most traditional government comes from the scientific node, which allows the citizens to come together and choose their leaders. The divine type allocates its leaders through service-oriented quests, quests that directly help others and their node, quests that prove their faith and dedication to the node. Economic type governments are run by an elite oligarchy. These positions can be bought and sold. So
You can buy your way into leadership for the economic.
than your competition. Finally, the militaristic type is ruled by combat. Whoever are the last ones standing have proven their worth to lead by iron fist and sharpened blade.
Oh, there you go. That's like a
Warriors can only
PvP
be
node.
removed from office by citizens who are better and more bloodthirsty than they. Once a leader is chosen, they have a lot to do. Outside the basic services that a node provides, leaders must choose what other service buildings to construct, which means they should have a clear plan for what they want to accomplish during their tenure. Some buildings might simply provide a zone.
That is pretty cool,
bonus to
Baka.
Citizens. Others might provide.
Wow, look at that
expanded
one.
bonus. Some may increase a node's ability to defend. against a
Whoa.
siege. There is
Dude,
only
I'd love
so
to live in
much
that city.
space for these kinds of buildings, so the leadership will need to choose well in order to keep their citizens happy. Along that same line, leaders will need to tax their populations to provide these services, to construct these buildings, and to keep node atrophy at bay. Too much, and
By the way, you see this right here, guys? This caravan. Can we skip to Bastock? I want to see my gray town. The only way you can transport your goods from town to town, there is no global auction house in this game. You use a caravan system to transport your goods from one city to another. It can get attacked by other players if they choose to attack it, or those players can choose to actually join your caravan and help defend it. If a person wins on destroying your caravan, they'll take, what is it, like, I think about 10 or 15% of what's in your caravan, and the rest of it just goes back to you, but you have to start again from where you were.
Americans will abandon.
So there's gonna be like these grand caravan defenses and stuff like that. It's gonna be pretty epic.
With other nodes. Be sure to provide some armed escorts for those caravans. Absentee leaders need not apply, as every leader can be replaced in the next election cycle. Citizens and only citizens reap the reward of the metropolis, gaining the benefits that their taxes pay for. Additionally, citizens can gain titles according to their position within society. Most of these are reserved for those who have been with the metropolis longest, but latecomers can earn their way to the top with enough effort and guile. Only citizens can participate in government and the different election processes.
And I'm keeping an eye on the Discord, guys, by the way.
Marketplaces, citizens can set up shop there by purchasing time from the city and paying taxes on the goods they've sold. In Ashes of Creation, what is built can be destroyed, and metropolises are no different. But we feel that the effort to destroy something must be equitable with the effort to build something. Because of this, the higher level a node is, the more difficult and challenging the task of initiating a siege becomes. That means that sieging a metropolis will be an act of epic and world-shattering proportions. The success or failure of that siege will be written into the history books and likely impact every person.
Oh yeah, you can destroy cities, by the way.
Should it succeed, the metropolis will be deleveled or even destroyed, erasing the global benefits that it once provided, while at the same time opening up the opportunity for another node to take its place. Maybe one of a different type, maybe one led by a tyrant, or maybe none at all. Should that siege fail, that means that the hopes and dreams of the attackers, who should be legion in number, have been thwarted, and the status quo will endure. As I said in the beginning, metropolises are the pinnacle of civilization. They represent this through their size, through their systems, and through their citizens. Their weight is felt across the world. And
I
once
could
one is established,
almost
everything
feel
will
like if any of you guys ever played EVE Online,
It's up to you.
I played a little bit of it, but I couldn't really get
enjoyed
into
this
it.
overview of the metropolis.
I have
We
a
so
feeling
much
there's
to
going to be
share
a
with
lot
you
of
about our
espionage and
Everyone here at Intrepid
craziness
Studios
within
is so
this game.
appreciative of the support that you all have shown us, and it means so much to have you with us along the way.
People are going to be like doing secret little trade deals or trying to figure out when guilds aren't going to be online to defend the city or whatnot, all that kind of stuff. I feel like there's going to be a lot of craziness. I can't play EVE Online either. I tried to play it. I'm still suck. Let's try quitting out, see if I can get back in the normal way.
You know, I'm really looking forward to Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Just like this
Yeah, Pantheon Rise of the Fallen is not coming out. Are paid doing it in their free time around. Let's try to get back in, guys. I don't know if I can. This might be... Oh, yeah. This might turn into a night of just talking about Ashes of Creation, which wasn't attempting to do. I was actually attempting to play Final Fantasy XI tonight. I was trying to be a Final Fantasy streamer. And I'm currently getting denied that. May 14th is here. What content will be available? I'm actually interested in this.
So welcome back, everyone. Today we'll be going over the Ashes of Creation live stream from the 30th of April. This includes some nice new 4K gameplay footage of fighting dragons, which are large raid bosses, as well as information on that will commence proper on May 14th
Nice
until May
teeing.
21st. Alpha 1 pack sales will be opening on May 5th.
So yeah, like I said, guys, the 14th to the 21st.
On this point,
That'll be the week that I start everything.
Even within this video and
Oh, there's your little dwarfen guy.
Do not buy this pack if you're looking for a game to play. It's obviously a lot of money for a game, and it isn't currently a game. It's an alpha, it's a test. Even if you want to help test the game, you do not know the current state. You do not know the foundation of the game.
Oh, 13A, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the 8-Bit Army.
One, succeed, or two, even be something you would enjoy playing down the line.
Dude, the tank class actually looks kind of cool.
Consider this and try not to fall
Benediction, there's healing.
train purchase.
It's like a chain heal.
$500. Just wait until after the NDA.
Also had Fifth Nation called Virtus,
really going on,
which
and you
was
can
a
truly
de
get the
facto
transparency
nation that you
required
could
to make
ally
an
with.
informed choice with your money. That being
Cool.
said, You are an adult, presumably. So this is just my warning, and if you're still
Okay, Resurrection looks
use
really
my
cool.
code below the video, so I get 15% of your purchase. So at least you'll feel good about helping me out, even if
Damnation,
you
curse your
money.
target, dealing
Ashes
holy
will be moving
damage.
into their studio soon, roughly on June 15th onwards. They'll start getting in there. Once everyone's settled in, they're going to start doing tours, devlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. In Alpha 1, they're going to have sieges. Players can join guilds, guilds can register.
I'm
for
looking
siege,
forward
and
to the
they're going
siege
to do a
battles,
daily
trying this
that
out.
lasts for around 3 hours. It's going to be a 100
3 hours, a siege
for now.
battle.
The castle's unfinished. The attackers are going to start on the opposite side of the map. They'll have trebuchets that they can drive over, and when the attackers get inside the castle, they cast on a relic, and if they're successful, they'll win. And when they do win the siege, they will get buffs that are active in the
Kind of
open
reminds
world,
me of
the
Guild Wars
cloaks,
2 a little
maybe
bit.
some flying mounts for the guild leaders and the officers. And in terms of the siege area, there will be bosses in here, and this is the footage that they showed. It's a large area that consists of the castle you'll be attacking, the attackers' camp, and also 3 bosses. Either side can kill these bosses for buffs.
Oh, an interesting thing. Flying mounts. That's always been a hotly contested thing with most MMO players. Should there be flying mounts in the game? Should there not be? In Ashes of Creation, no more than possibly 6 players on the whole server will ever be on a flying mount, because the only ones that can gain access to flying mounts are the mayors of a city who are currently in power. They'll have access to it till they lose power. Possibly a guild member, when you kill a dragon, has a chance to drop an egg, a dragon egg, that you can hand over to an animal husbandry person to raise for you, and then you can ride that till it dies. Usually lasts about a month. And the third option, rare world drop of sorts. So flying is going to be something special in this game, and possibly you may never fly, or you may. You never know.
During the siege, and there will be notification when one team starts fighting it, and it is last hit kill.
Which is
shot,
good.
So basically any team
Flying
can
ruins
contest
games,
it,
honestly.
And they can also ninja the buff if they do get their last hit on it. So there are 3 of these dragons: the fire, the frost, and the forest. They show some of the mechanics they have for the bosses here. The frost one will of course freeze people. Surprise, surprise. Getting hit by the abilities will give you slow.
Yeah, you ignore the mechanics on the frost one, you're dead.
The ice can shatter, dealing damage to you. And similarly for the poison or
Get
the woods dragon,
Suzerain to
the
teleport
Warlock,
you.
it will leave
Ask
poison on
them
the
in
ground.
Wings
You'll have to
Discord.
chop this up, stacking, dealing more damage.
Teleport me
It also
where?
shoots out a pulse from the dragon, which you can jump to avoid. If not, it knocks you back and deals damage. And the fire dragon they didn't fight, but it had a mechanic whereby it summons mirror images of itself. And all the dragons have typical dragon attacks such as breaths, but also unique mechanics. In terms of what the Alpha 1 content actually is, what is in the game right now, they listed a few things. Over 200 quests in the game as of now, a bunch of dungeons. The dragons that are in the siege area are also bosses in the main game world, just with slight variations to their mechanics, etc.
I think everyone's going to start spamming him and asking him.
Craft or have as drops. And they do say a couple caveats here, which is the current resource gathering and crafting systems in the game at this time are not representative of what they want their finished crafting to be. It's just placeholder there, essentially. And these sets that are in the game are not 49 unique aesthetic looks, just unique in stats, and then some of them will look different. In terms of what game progression they've got in there, you will be playing from level 1 to level 15 in the alpha so far.
Oh, okay, I only get 1 to 15. Parts of the server are down right now.
Ship-based large-scale content, so large navy battles, hopefully down the line. And that's about it for the update, so let's move into the Q&A. First question: when a node levels up, how far will this be broadcasted, only in the node or worldwide? The answer to this is it depends on the stage that it levels. For the first 2 stages, crossroads and encampment level, it will likely be within a proximity of that area. For a village, it will be in the region, and then for a town and higher, it will probably be worldwide. On mercenary NPCs, what determines the power level of a mercenary NPC hired to defend a caravan? Depending on a few things, mercenary NPCs are provided to nodes that exist under a castle's rule. So castles have the ability to allocate taxes collected by nodes.
Oh, I like that blink. So that guy was a mage. The class I plan on being. He just got wrecked.
Be selfishly governed and take more for the owning guild. Maybe if people don't like this and you are too selfish, you're not giving enough back to the economy.
Oh, evil, thank you, man.
But depending on what allocation is made by the castle, that can...
Thank you for the sub, man. That's your 48th sub.
And then it's up to the caravan
Gifted
owner
sub,
to
that
decide
is.
what amount of money they wish to spend on what is currently available. And then, of course, mercenaries doing node sieges and castle sieges are going to work a little bit different. The node sieges will be dependent more on the system we just outlined.
Tried to
In
get
terms
the
of castle
new
sieges, this will
build
depend
going.
on a different system.
It's a nightmare.
So there's 3 nodes associated to each castle, and there will be an event each weekend leading up to the siege. And during that event, the hosting guild and
All right.
can help
What
build up those
what
nodes using
zones
caravan
consist of the
quests.
sandy
And then, of course, they'll get access to a variety of
cluster?
different mercenary class types and, of course, also strengths. Note that this is, of course, subject to change. So this was a super wordy answer, but it sounds like a really in-depth system for AI gods.
Oh my
Something
god,
we've been
Meteor
following
Strike looks
as an
awesome.
in-depth system in MMOs now for like 2
Prismatic
decades.
Beam,
And
that's a
almost
mage
always the
skill.
systems
That looks
are just
awesome.
proper bare bones and kind of disappointing. So I'm looking forward to see how Ashes handles this and if it's as involved and in-depth as what they're saying. Question on caravans. Does a driver lose a
Well, yeah,
horse in
East
the
and
caravan
West
based upon
Ron
the
Fair.
system,
I would
or
imagine
is
King
it
Rampier's
opportunity
tomb you
to
can't go
recuperate
near.
in the same
You
way
can't
others can,
go
i.e. if it's destroyed, can they run
to
over
Galsma
and grab
Outpost. I
something
think
with
those
them?
are all gonna
Answer,
be,
a
yeah.
portion of the goods automatically
No
sink.
nose.
They're just gone flat out. The other portion is available on the wreckage that anyone, including the defenders, can interact with and take. When you do take it, if you then die, you will also lose a portion of those resources to the sink. The concept behind this sink is important from an economic standpoint. There needs to be sinks associated with opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Versus reward.
I would have thought
Now,
that
if you go to
the whole
strategy that relies
area
on
around it
players
would have been
playing the game
consistent
and
of
interacting with that system.
you
I'm
know?
not sure why, probably due to experience, but I instantly start thinking about how players will abuse the system to either piss other players off or just
a
win.
warrior pulls
I
out a
really watch
whip
enough
and
scenes
smashes
sometimes
it to get
mention
its
where the
attention.
losing
That's
side
hilarious.
gives up, and suicide picks up the resources over and over again to lessen the amount available for the attackers once they know that they've lost, because it's already going to be difficult to balance the rewards between being a defender versus being an attacker to then make this content worthwhile in the first place. Question about naval combat. How do you initiate naval PvP combat, and does it affect the entire crew's corruption status accordingly? Answer. A few ways that naval combat occurs. Weapons platforms are on each ship, and it needs to be operated by a player on that platform. So in that sense, when the operator initiates an attack against the ship, they can
That's what I was
either
saying.
result
If
of an
it's
event like a
every...
guild war between the players,
Okay, yeah,
due to
I
moving
get
to
it.
an area that auto flags players for PvP, or just from an open world PvP perspective using the flagging system. Now, one thing when this question was being
I'm just
answered,
waiting for him
I
to
feel
say that I'm
the
back
most
in.
important part of the question, the second part, what happens to the whole crew who initiate
Oh,
combat?
Evil.
For instance,
One of the cool parts about this game, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned it, is every week the weather season changes. So you'll have all 4 seasons of a year happen in 1 month. And it'll affect a lake freezing over or it thawing out. It'll open up new paths and close new paths, etc., based on the weather of the area. Which is a pretty cool concept.
And the operator of the weapons platform attacks
It's not just aesthetics, it actually affects the game world.
Two members of that crew, or do we only get to attack the guy who's initiated the combat? And
Yeah, but it doesn't affect the game world, does it?
Needs a system that flags all.
Okay, so example, say you see a cave across a lake, but you can't get to it because it's summertime. And then the wintertime, the lake freezes over. Now you can walk across the lake and get to that cave that you could not get to. You can make boats in this game, yeah. But like, what if, say, you're in an area that's not safe to do something like that?
You're limited tactically in what you can do in retaliation.
Like a harsh weather or something like that.
The other currently innocent members of that crew.
I'm just saying hypothetically, like, they've given examples that the weather will actually affect things like crops that you can actually harvest, types of food that you can find in the game world based on the current weather, etc., etc.
Disabling them for a time, etc. Answer, both. So dismount abilities will exist that kick a player off a mount, in which case the mount persists and you can target that.
You're thinking too deep into it, Condor.
Have separate hit point pools, separate stats, etc., defenses. Right now, the mount is not separate from the player. You auto-mount it in the alpha when you summon it, but in the future,
Yeah.
you'll be able to summon it. It will appear. You can have it follow you around. You can get on it, interact with it, etc. There will also be just stuns on mounts as well, and mounts will also have types of abilities.
Yeah,
such as
I agree.
Agility, sprint, combat charge.
Hopefully I will
depending
see
on the
that.
type of mount. This is a component of the animal husbandry profession system. That means you can make different types of mounts and create an economy for those mounts, as well as makes that profession have importance. So I personally super like the idea of mounts not only being an actual object in the game world, which is a mechanic I always enjoy in these games, so much better than just, you know, pulling them out of a Pokeball and putting them back in, but also because of the wider reaching implications of what mounts will be used for, not just travel. Super interesting to me. Question, will I be able to summon a mount during combat? Answer, yes, mounts can be initiation, an escape, a utility, traversal. They have multiple applications. There may be areas where they will restrict summoning mounts, or even battle pets in some
Oh yeah, I'm still
instances.
getting
Now, they are talking about real
black
instances
screened.
here, but they will be limited in the game to roughly 80-20. So leaning towards 80% of the content being open world and 20% being instanced. But in some instances, they will want to better curate.
Yeah, that's kind of what they were saying, Evil, in the sense that the weather will affect you being able to go to certain places. So let's see, Astral Creation,
If I give someone permission
weather.
to create my freehold, will they be able to use their build?
Let's see if I can find... Here it is. This is what I was talking about, Evil. Since I'm currently stuck on getting on. So this will be based on a weekly cycle. It'll change the landscape of the land. It'll ruin crops. It'll etc. type thing. So you'll go through a full year in Ashes of Creation in 1 month. I'll look again in a second. Kill my client? Yep, I'll do that. Ah! I really do like how it'll literally change the landscape on a weekly basis. Alright, let's try this again. Let me check the website before I attempt this again. If I don't get in this time, I will just say F it for the night and we'll try this again tomorrow. Let's see, search for items, search for player. See
Just
if I
watch this trailer for Mortal Online 2. It's
no
a
character
super
matches
cinematic shot with
like
the camera
oh
flying
yeah,
alongside
not
a barrel
Dakuma
through
or
a forest,
Daku.
then up through the inner spiral stairs of a tower, then wrapping around.
It says I'm in
slow
North
motion
Sandy
jump
still,
attack as this bare-chested
but
warrior
it says I'm
leaps through the
offline.
air, blade drawn back toward this dual axe wielding armored up guy. Epic music plays. We prepare for conflict. It just feels so thrilling, and after what?
Yeah, but it says I'm still in North Sandy, which means I'm gonna get stuck and not be able to get in. Oh man. Oh! I think we're good. I see Rimuru. He's running around. So if Ataru can run around, that means things are okay. I'm afraid to switch zones. That was a long time down. Bill Gates is getting a divorce like after 27 years? Dude, what the hell? Why? That confuses me. How old is he now? Hold on. How old is Bill Gates? We got to see this. How old is Bill Gates? He's 65 years old. Announces divorce after 27 years. Yeah, they don't look like happy people. That little video right there just kind of says it all. It's just, look at their faces. They're not happy. The pair shared a joint statement on Twitter announcing their separation. After a great deal of thought and a lot of work on our relationship, we have made the decision to end our marriage. Over the last 27 years, we've raised 3 incredible children and built a foundation that works all over the world to enable all people to lead healthy, productive lives. Sounds like a load of bull crap. But hey, he's rich, she's rich. If they don't find anyone else in the rest of their life, they'll be fine. That's what I was Oh, yeah, my mercenary site didn't sell. But hey, whatever, I've got money waiting for me. I'm not as poor as I usually am. Alright. So. We are going to start to gather. At least that was my goal for the night. All the different Hakurais. I don't know why I'm putting myself through this type of punishment, but I think I need to go gather all the stupid eyes. The Den of Rancor one will probably be the hardest one to get. So let's go to King Rampire's tomb first and get the Burning Eye. Or at least attempt to. I'm subbing in. I'm good. I gotta hopefully be able to get to South Sandy without crashing. I guess I'll unmute people on Discord, by the way. Is Val's mic stuck permanently on?
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Like, it was like it was like lit up and you weren't talking. I just finally got back on after, what, 20, 30 minutes? Gonna go farm some of the eyes to create the cluster. Figured I'd be a responsible person and get that done. Because I think Sin was talking about asking if people had their eyes put together so we could do it. I haven't been.
Well, yeah, I mean, a few things. We got a group together the other day and went and got like 16 posse, 17. Is that what we got? something crazy.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Wooden cluster or wooden eyes, and we grabbed some others too, but mistakes were made apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a burning eye right now in King Rapierd's tomb, or attempt to. Shouldn't be that hard. The only one that'll be hard is the Den of Rancor. Every other place will be stupidly easy. Hell, even Ifrit's Cauldron isn't that hard.
Perfect.
No, I just spent the last 20 minutes going over Ashes of Creation content with people, showing them stuff. Killing time, because, yeah, Pasta City, be right back. I'm about to spend $500 tomorrow.
I gotta order me a new jug of Sneak.
I'm sorry, jug of Sneak?
Or container.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, hold on, they're now jugs? New custom content I didn't even know about.
I know, huh? I don't know what I want to get.
So I'm curious, what is going to be the content that they're going to be releasing with this patch, since they said it'll be good content, but it's not Dyna. I wonder if it's going to be more COP. I still need to...
There's definitely some COP in there for sure. There's some E&Ms, probably some BC&Ms. Would be my guess.
I still need to do Diablos. I missed the group that was doing that because of the whole bootloader change bullshit.
Still need Minotaur, so.
Lasudo just said my COP is going live. So I guess up to what point is your COP?
Probably Oreo.
Oh, Oreo? Alright. Sacrium, he said.
Oh, nice.
That's a good thing.
It's more COP.
I just gotta get Diablos done. I got my chip already. I just gotta go there and kill him. After that, I'll be good up to 3 paths. So he's gotta fix a few things in there. After that, I'll be good to go up to 3 paths. That's good. Because after 3 paths, you're pretty much at the home stretch, because all that's left is really the airship battle. There are other quests in between that, but they're minuscule and not really important.
Yeah, when I tested 3 paths, there's one part of BCM that was shitty. They probably worked on it before, but when I did it a long ago, it was easy.
Let me guess, it's the Bugard BCM? The one in New Mavopolis?
No, it was,
Sorry, Mineshaft, number, whatever it is. It said Bugard and Snolls were both effed. Completely remade the Snoll. Nice. The Snoll fight's always been busted almost every server. It's always been kind of easy. It's retail now. Enjoy. I can't remember if that's a good or bad thing if it's retail. Predict a lot of failures. Oh, awesome. Well, hey, I'm a Dark Knight. If I go in there, I'll just stun the crap out of it. Or try my best. That fight's all about killing it as quickly as humanly possible, after all. Go in there with everyone having an Icarus wing. Pop Icarus ring as you get in there. Try to skill chain as much as humanly possible. If it gets close to doing an explosion, stun it. People will be shot for Crackle Club Dirks. So since you were gone, Posse, so Losado said that their COP is going to be going live, which is up to Sacrium. And they're going to be fixing a couple things, and eventually we'll be up to 3 paths pretty quickly.
No way.
Yes, way good, sir. But
so Sobro's the thing?
Yeah. I think it already is, isn't it? Sobro is in Riviera Site B.
Yeah.
Check Virtua.
Wait, what's after 3 paths? Isn't that Promi Val?
Yes, I think, and then it's Airship Battle. Check Virtua for your link shell. Why, Joe? Did you hear that, Sin?
You said, is Virtua up?
Said check Virtua for your shell.
Yeah, we don't have the summoners right now.
Well, yeah, airship fight is Tenzin, then C. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I've done that fight about 6 times now. I feel like I need to bang my head into the ground at this point, how many times I've done it.
So ask Lao Pseudo if we're going to have C before summertime. I mean, it technically is summer, kind of. It's pre-summer.
Oh, yeah, airships. Lasuda said yes, should.
Nice. Alright, I'm going on hiatus until summertime.
You've already been on hiatus. You're not allowed to go on hiatus anymore.
God damn it.
Yeah, we just got you back, man. Don't break my heart again.
Ophelia's already currently on hiatus, and she has valid reasons. You probably had a valid reason too, so I kind of can't give you shit about that. But yeah, no, no hiatus. Denied.
No hiatus for you, Posse.
It's all good.
Oh yeah, I won't. Not this Friday, but next Friday till the next Friday after that, you won't see me at all. I'll be on Ashes of Creation. They're doing the Alpha 1 no NDA test. So it's like prime time to stream that for that 1 week. It'll be the first time anyone sees it through a streamer.
That's awesome, man.
Oh yeah, it's only costing me $500.
Jesus.
I get Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Beta 1, Beta 2, over $250 worth of the in-game shop, not pay to win, name reservation, 1 year of game time. They really kind of jam-pack it for its value.
Yeah, I started playing Crowfall. I played about, I don't know, 2 days worth of Crowfall, and yeah, I'm pretty much done with that.
It wasn't that good for you?
Man, there was things I liked about it, and I'll probably, if I can ever, stop getting overwhelmed and frustrated trying to make this website, I'd get the article and everything written for it. But anyways, man, I got to almost level 20 and didn't talk to anybody. It's an MMO, and I didn't have to talk to anybody.
That almost sounds like I'm trying to think about it. That sounds like a dead end MMO where it's just like literally it's more like an RPG and not an MMO.
It just
that's disappointing.
Yeah, and I mean there was things that was kind of cool about it. Like the skill tree was kind of interesting. What else was there? The crafting, like the global crafting was kind of cool. Like the building of the city and stuff like that was kind of cool. But it was also kind of, I don't know, very basic in a way. It's like, go gather this much wood. Okay, deposit this wood here. And then, poof, you have a wall of this church. And I'm just like, all right, that's kind of lame.
Come here, Mr. Thousand Eyes. Run back to me. Arrow 3 does 69 damage. Wow, that's weak. Dude, I'm not gonna bother putting shadows on. These things are pushovers. Oh, they're level 60. They're easy prey to me. Yeah, dude, Sin, you'd like this part about Ashes. Like, they take Beastmaster in that game to, like, an extreme. And what I mean by that is they have a crafting class called Animal Husbandry. Where literally you're able to breed animals and sell them. And stuff like that. You're able to create a horse or something, or a fox mount that might be extremely fast and agile and have extra armor so you don't get dazed, or something like that. Or say flying is in the game, but only, they said, at most will 6 people on the server ever be able to have access to flying. They want to keep it like super rare. So
well,
say you get
did you
an
ever play
egg.
Life is Feudal?
No, but I've heard of it.
So Life is Feudal came out with a few different versions of the sandbox game. Like Life is Feudal MMO was the one that I played the most of, and I absolutely loved the crafting, the gathering, the building, the terraforming, the structure. It was awesome. Like I really enjoyed it. If the PvP, like the actual combat, was worth a damn, like that is a game that I'd probably sink a ton of time into. But with the PvP being so shitty, it just really turned me off.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the lurk, Lysena. I hope you're doing well tonight, sis. So yeah, that game was something I really enjoyed for a while. There's definitely some things I didn't like about it, but
yeah,
there was a whole lot that I did. And then there's a lot of elements of like Black Desert Online that I really liked around that. You know, if they would have done things a little differently, in particular the whole pay to win aspect of it, I probably would still be playing that game as well.
Yeah, pay to win is something that I can't stand. Like, literally with Ashes, he has put in bold letters right on the website and said it multiple times. We have a cash shop, no pay to win, and he like repeats it 50 times over to get the point across. It's all cosmetic, no pay to win.
And I appreciate that, because that definitely, you know, I don't know.
Because people are looking for stuff to bitch about the game, and every time they try to find something, he's like, oh, you're bitching about that? Let me explain something to you. And he shuts the people up, and it's like, huh. Developer that's not afraid to get into the trenches and actually explain stuff. Good on him.
Tassi, I'll be up with you in the morning for Birdie.
Yeah, hope he's up.
Alright.
Which Birdie's that? Rock?
The other one.
Yeah.
Don't talk details, please.
Oh.
Yeah, both of us are streaming.
That's fair. Didn't realize the Discord mute wasn't on.
I will turn.
Yeah,
I'll turn mine on right now. Give me a second.
I'm not. I'm just. We're not doing like in game or anything right now, so I didn't really care to have it on or off. But I just times and stuff like that probably don't need to be discussed.
Right. I'm so used to it being on that I didn't think. Yeah, you know. So getting there.
Are you guys able to hear Discord anymore on my stream? You don't hear him talking right now? Good. Alright, on my stream, you guys, they cannot hear you guys anymore. I muted you guys. At least on mine, so if Sin does his, then you can talk about it. Alright. Also, Losado says, also tell Sin his bot is sending messages to visitor roles. Yep. Thanks for the KA time of death. I didn't give you a KA time of death. I kid. Shut up. Losado's trying to start shit in my chat. I was like, what? Losado. Bastard. Now I'm gonna turn the volume back up so they can hear you guys.
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta get your stream up real quick too.
He says the bot did it in your chat.
What bot are you talking about, Lau?
He's probably screwing with you. He's probably screwing with you through my chat. He's like, how can I screw a Sin today? Let's do it through Daku's chat.
I gotta get some music on for this too.
It's achieved. Never mind.
It's archived.
Good job, Skippy. Guillotine for 1.3k. That feels good.
Boy. What is going on?
I always find it weird. I go away from Final Fantasy for a couple days and come back on stream and I jump to 40 all of a sudden. And then the game decides to shit the bed on me and I can't play it.
Yo, Tyr again, thanks for the follow. Certainly appreciate you joining the Guardians of Youth. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. That. Okay. Why is my streaming not working?
They hate you, I guess? I don't know.
My music is not working.
What service are you using?
Tidal.
Tidal? Never heard of it.
It's like Spotify, but good.
Is fair enough. Is it DMCA free?
Yes and no.
I'll take that as a no.
It has it has DMCA free playlists. Spotify only. No Spotify only. Spotify bitrate too low for my ears. Your inferior content hurts my brain.
I enjoy Rainwave. I never hear the same music twice in a row in a day. Oh, I got a Hecka Eye, but I don't. God damn it. Crap, I pulled a doggy. Oh shit, he's tough. I'm in trouble.
Premium is 186. I think so, but
Doctor's dead.
Play back at well, MQA is at 192 by 32. But if I do non-MQA, it's 96 by 24.
Oh wait, is it Southwest and then Southwest again?
Yeah, Daku Thump. Bastard child of doggy. Just bit my face off. I didn't know there was over level 75 mobs down there.
Yeah, nothing's gonna stream at 256 though. Like, you have to actually download DSD files to get 256, like, legit. So 44.1 is CD quality. 44 by 16 is what you would get on a CD. A FLAC file is, or
well,
a WAV
I met
file,
my death
title
quota for the
stream
day.
would be 92 by 120, 92 by 24, 96 by 24 rather, and then MQA is closer to 192 by 32. But you got to have a DAC that can support it, which there's more now than there was.
Happy to meet the
before,
death
but
quota for you guys tonight.
I will say that Tidal's software is probably better.
I love it how Bola only speaks and laughs at me when I die. No normal conversation. He's just like, oh, Daku died. Time to laugh at him.
Phone? I think I lost my phone. Steinberg supports up to 192. Yeah, that's what my Rotel does. It supports up to 192 right now.
Hey, Bolo, I promise you, you will see a lot of death in Ashes of Creation. That is a promise. You want to see me die, you will see plenty of that as I learn to play the game. I will probably die from a frickin' wolf. Because the highest level you can reach in the Alpha 1 NDA release is level 1 to 15. So I guarantee you, I'm going to wander into some area that I should not be at and get my ass kicked. Royally.
I got it.
I actually have to talk to my guild for Ashes of Creation Axiom. And try to get some help with making some YouTube content. Yes. So next Friday, Bolo, the Friday the 14th is the beginning of the 1 week long alpha
gotcha.
No NDA stream.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I will be allowed to talk about content in the game. I will be allowed to answer questions about the game, and I'll be able to show stuff from the game. Then the server will be shut down, all characters will be wiped, and the next time the game will be available to play will be the beginning of next month on the 1st all the way to the 30th. And that will be, again, no NDA.
Got it.
And
Thanks,
it'll be
Bob. I
a
appreciate that, buddy.
month-long persistent server. And they will wipe again at the end of that. Yeah, sure, why not? I get no problems doing that for Ashes of Creation. Honestly, I have a feeling, and not that I don't love the Final Fantasy community, I feel that I'm gonna build a pretty good community there.
Oh,
especially being one of the first
we only have
couple
2
hundred
visitors.
people that get a chance to
maybe
play
3.
it, stream it. Because I already know a couple streamers that are going to be doing it within my guild. Our guild is over 400 people plus strong.
Yeah, I noticed that, dude.
Might actually be more. Hold on.
Well, you let me know, bud.
Let's see.
You're okay in my book, and we need black mages, so you are definitely welcome, my friend.
Hey, Zico. What's up, man? 217 members. Oh my god, there's so many members. 14 trials, 8 bots, 244 offline. So yeah, this guild has somewhere close to 500 plus members. Just waking back up. Why are you just waking up, man?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I saw the whole dig botting thing.
I don't care that I'm going to be spending the $500. I feel I'll make it back in the
I didn't
long
know about
run.
the fishing one.
And the fact that I get a year worth of sub time kind of balances out. And I just want to test everything and anything and give constructive feedback and be a good alpha tester.
Sniper?
And not just
What's up, Andy? How you
100%
doing,
do
bud?
it for the content. I want the game to be good. I want it to live up to what the hype it's currently has.
Rip.
I'm going to be buying it on Wednesday. The packs go on sale Wednesday. Tomorrow, what's going to be available for the pack will be announced. So we'll be discussing that on stream tomorrow. I've already got the money set off to the side to buy the package. So
just working?
Literally on Wednesday,
You work from home, I take
every
it?
like 10 minutes, I'm going to be
Or you
refreshing
actually
my phone.
go out in the field? What do you do?
While I'm working, looking to see when the pack goes live. I don't know if it's going to be a limited
Make
amount
OnlyFans content?
or not.
Awesome. Good
but
for you. Good for you.
I'm like super excited for it. I was so excited that I joined a guild already to prep for it.
After being stale for about 5 weeks.
And I somehow chose
I feel like
one
everybody
of the
that plays
biggest
Final Fantasy XI is in
well-known
some
guilds.
form of IT. Like everybody I talk to.
I wish I,
lot of us, yeah.
I wish I could say I was an IT, but nope, I'm just a FedEx guy.
Yeah, I mean, I work in technology, but I'm not an IT guy.
Zeke, are you thinking of getting Ashes, or are you still on the fence about it? I don't expect people to pay what I'm paying. The lowest one that'll get you beta 2 access is $75, and you still get a bunch of benefits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know computers very well. Like, I know hardware more than I know software. So, like, how to do things.
I think the best I can do is literally take a computer completely apart and put it all back together. I'm good at that.
Pretty sure this change will turn away about 99% of possible contributors.
What are they talking about?
Well, I hope not,
Sen?
man. I hope not. What was that, Doctor?
What are you guys talking about?
The new login server.
Yeah.
Is convoluted for, like, to get it to work on your local login. To get you to work on a local server, the login server is convoluted.
Oh. Why did he change it?
To make it a lot more stable.
Okay, fair
and
enough.
the game has been significantly more stable, but it's also to allow for other things that I don't know about. So,
which makes sense. Security reasons, pretty much.
I have no idea, dude. I couldn't even tell you. I'm not even gonna pretend to.
Oh, I wouldn't want you to. I wouldn't want to guess at it because it's above our pay grade and we don't get paid.
Andy said he subscribed to your OnlyFans. That's awesome, dude. I wish Andy would subscribe to my OnlyFans.
I wonder where that money's going, because I don't know. Someone must have hacked my OnlyFans, because I don't even know the password, username, or what the account is.
Sorry, I'll sub next month to yours. It's all good, man. It's all good. How about you sub me a speed belt? That'd be great.
Good luck on that.
Wait, Daku, are you taking a week off from your job to play Ashes?
No, God no.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
wish.
So you're not a true Ashes of Creation gamer then. You're just a fan, right?
I'm someone that believes in not losing my apartment, and plus I'm trying to save up for a vacation with my kids that we're taking in July. So I'm already spending $500 that I could be using towards that vacation.
What are you talking about hacking, Andy? What are you talking about hacking? I'll show you my claiming method. All right. You guys want to know my claiming method?
Rolls his face across the keyboard.
With
I'm
their
sorry.
subjobs
Did I say that?
I never go anon. I think anon is the dumbest thing that you can do personally, and I'm sorry if anybody in my link shell and/or chat uses anon quite often, but I think it's dumb because I can just log into the Wings server and see your sub job.
Yep.
So whatever.
Yep.
Now I can see if you're on Bard or Core and you don't want to get spam invites. I get that, and I can understand that. And my counter argument to that is I think it's very rude to just to send a tell to a random to see if they will party invite. If they're not seeking, don't do it, right? Like, if it's a Link Show member, that's one thing, but like a friend, that's one thing, but like just a complete rando, nah, I'm good.
Even once
Anyways.
in a while when I'm, trying to hunt an M or fishing or something, and if I'm on Sam, I'll get random tells like that, and that's why I just go on if I'm doing stuff like that these days, because I don't need random fuckers. Like, if I'm not seeking, like you just said, if I'm not seeking, I'm not obviously looking for a party. So.
I just ignore the invites. Like it does. I mean, I just ignore the tells. Like I get them. I got one today actually, and I'm good. And I just ignore them. It is whatever. But anyways, I left myself on Bard. Then went to football practice. Came back to 10 tells looking for party. That's fine. Like I mean,
You're a Bard. That's
rude.
expected.
I mean, again, and how you doing tonight, Jinkies? Like, I think the random tells is kind of annoying, but if it's a friend or a Link Shell member, then that's fine, whatever. Because I literally just did it to this entire party. But at any rate, my claiming method is I sub warrior. I have my little scuff controller, and I press square, and I constantly press the X button. No rubber bands, guys. No rubber bands. There's even a wire. See how antiquated this thing is? There's a wire there. That's a turbo button. No, I didn't even buy the M3 rubber bands spotted. No rubber bands, man. No rubber bands.
My claim method is spam F8 and then Alt F2.
Too slow.
I try to spam.
I just go to the menu.
Weapon bash and
nothing else
pray.
to target. So.
I pray for the best and try to spam weapon bash.
They went the other way. Have you done this camp before, Flynn?
Nope, first time out here.
So, skill chains are key. The more we can skill chain, the better. So, we'll
Are we
we'll
gonna try
close.
to? Yeah, I was going to say, are we gonna try to close out light or bounce off
Doesn't
Sim
matter.
with darkness or just anything?
Yeah, I mean, if you close dark, and I mean, we know how to play our jobs, right? So if, if it's gravitation, bust a gecko. If it's frag, bust a kasha. If it's Simboa, which he's gonna weapon skill every like 18 seconds, then just follow him. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, the more weapon skills we can put out, the more skill chains we can put out, the faster these things will die. They got some decent defense and HP, so but the XP is fantastic. And I've died a lot on Sam the last few days, so I need to cap my XP again.
I'm good on that still. I've been floating somewhere between 29 and 30k, so I've been pretty good with that. But I need merits like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hit with a flare.
I'm at 38 out of 44, so I need to just go ahead and get that 6k and then roll the rest of the merits. 6k will take us like 20 minutes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I just got saved from getting hit with a flare by just getting enough TP in time to guillotine it and silence it. Oh, that would have hurt.
Yeah. Should probably update my Lua though, right? With our new shinies.
Yeah,
Come
I'm still
on.
using the built-in equip sets.
I don't do Luas. I just equip sets and call it a day.
We know.
I mean, Sin, do you think gear swap works better than the built-in stuff, or is it just what's your like? Why do you prefer that? Out of curiosity.
Dying on Sam's bad white mage and healed. There was a couple of my mishaps as well. I like the precast and midcast stuff. I like the being able to lock different sets.
So you're talking about like for casters though, because there's no like precast.
Well, I mean on Sam stuff, it's not bad either. So like for Utsu, I can do precast with fast cast and haste gear, and then midcast I put on evasion gear. Stuff like that makes a difference.
It's hella convenient, pretty much. So,
Yeah.
do you use Gear Swap or Shittycast, Flynn?
I've been just using the built-in stuff because all the add-on stuff I haven't played in that long. Like all the add-on stuff is new to me. So I have a few add-ons here and there that I've either found or heard about. But as far as any kind of gear swapping things, I haven't gotten into it yet because I don't know enough about it.
So basically, the add-ons you're seeing and everything that people are using, they're mostly developed for convenient purposes.
Yeah. 100%.
So everything you see that we're using, it's because it's a lot easier. It might be a little complicated to understand at first, but once you get it down, you're like, God damn, this is nice. I engage, my shit equips for me. I disengage, and my shit puts on my idle set, whether it's like region set or like your movement speed boots, or sometimes you have dust gloves on when you engage, and when you disengage, you don't have to constantly keep going to your menu and taking them off. Just things like that.
So does that mean? So I'm just trying to, because I'm so used to just like the default equip set stuff. So it's an intelligent add-on to where it's based on your actions. It's doing these things that you've set up. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, there's a couple different ways, right? So like right now, if you check me, this is my idle gear. Right. When I engage, I don't press anything, and it'll automatically put on my TP set.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I have 3 different tiers of accuracy. So like if I'm struggling for accuracy,
Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet tonight, guys.
I can lock it into a different set, and
I'm
it'll
just
automatically add more accuracy.
kind
gear
of
to
mellow
my
tonight
set here.
because I did a 9.5-hour day. But and also
I'm gonna open
kind of like my sales, like the whole not being able to play because the server was being shitty for a little bit kind of made me a little bit. Oh crap! Well, that's unfortunate.
Boom, 4 steppers.
Yeah,
Hey baby, watch out! Be careful, okay?
Damn, that light hit for 1.5. Woo.
Nice.
I think I might have to do this.
So I just typed something in COD in the Discord. I guess it was around the time right when I got home.
Oh, that sucks. All right.
Come on, come on, come on. Swing again, swing again. Get me a heal. Oh, petrified.
Well, that's good to know. I'll like I said, I'll be on.
Come
so no
on.
big deal.
Dude, this
Okay.
petrify is no bueno.
Yeah. What other add-ons do you have questions about, if any? When?
And I honestly don't know enough about them, probably, or a lot of them. I use, like I said, a pretty small set of them.
You said you're on a Sheeta, right?
No, I'm Windor.
Oh, Windor?
Yep.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, I'm safe.
Oh my god, this thing does not want to die.
Right?
Have you seen the add-on called Equip Viewer?
I've seen it. I mean, I see Sin's using it right now.
Yeah, I like that
have
one too.
not
Thank God I
put
used
that
my
one on
2
yet,
hour
though.
there. I should have died.
Although that one does seem to be nice, especially if you're making sure stuff's switching the way it's supposed to.
That's why I use it.
Exactly. Yep, me too.
Dude, if I didn't use my 2 hour, I would have definitely died there.
But I've got what is it, the recast timer one.
Alright, I don't know. Both of them gave a heck of eye.
It was a little early, yep.
Damn.
Recast minimap. Party TP.
That 2 hour is not as good
Pivot
if
for
I'm not
all
dual
the
wielding like axes or
enhanced
something.
Textures and whatnot.
Yeah. Do you have scoreboard?
No, I don't. But
Scoreboard's
that's
pretty
Basically
nice
a
one.
parser.
Right.
Yeah. And there's commands in scoreboard where you can
What
tell how
about
much
skill chains?
accuracy you have. Yeah, skill chains is nice. If you load skill chains when you use a weapon skill, it'll tell you what you can use next to make a skill chain on.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that one too.
And if someone else uses a weapon skill, you know, it'll tell you what you can do to close it to make certain skill chains.
Right.
I use the old noggin on that one.
Yeah, it's definitely all.
You know what,
come back
guys?
to me. All the years of memory.
I'm gonna like catch up on some sleep. Tomorrow
It gives you a timer as well, like 6 seconds, whatever. it
we're
is.
going to be looking
That would
over
be super
the
beneficial, I
package
think.
for Ashes of Creation.
Timer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you guys all over
Now,
to
is
Guardians
that
of Yuna.
timer like how long you have until you can't do it?
I'm gonna go
or
pass out.
how long you
I'm
have to
sorry.
wait?
Usually I would have stayed
Both.
on longer.
Both,
I got on
okay.
stream on time.
It'll like when the first weapon skill goes
But,
off, it'll say wait so many seconds.
Yeah, I'll hydrate real
go
quick
so
for you,
many
Key.
seconds.
That's actually gonna be really
But
handy.
I will catch you guys tomorrow for the normal stream time, and we'll go over the $500 I'm going to be spending. But have a great night, guys. As always, stay awesome. Go say hi to Yuna.